Hello everybody, this is Jeffrey GT7 and welcome to the episode. In this episode we got ourselves a new combo build at Tokyo Expressway. So my first combo build is going to be using the Audi R8. I'll be showing you guys my complete build, delivery, the parts, and of course the tune build itself at the car settings. And trust me, this is going to be a great build. Matter of fact, in my opinion, this should be the strongest version for the Audi R8 today in the game. And after we go through the Audi R8, we're going to switch gears, and for the next car we're going to be using the Mitsubishi GTO twin turbo. Now the last episode I did covered the first swap, which was the Hellcat Challenger. For this episode I'm going to be covering the original first swap, which is going to be the Suzuki Escudo. And I tried the build, and for this new update build the car is a lot better than it was back when it made its debut well within over a year ago. So can't wait to show you guys both these builds. Hopefully both these builds will help you a lot at Tokyo Expressway. And if for some reason it doesn't help you out at Tokyo Expressway, I would recommend just saving the cars and just use them from the mall, because both these cars are completely amazing fast cars, and they also have some really good fuel mileage as well. So it should be a big threat for Le Mans as well. So let's go ahead and get straight into the episode. So starting off with the Audi R8, if you guys would figure out on where to find the car, you can easily go to Brand Central and pick it up. So if you want to know where it is, it's going to be this white car right here. Should be pretty easy to find. The fourth car in the overall Audi list. Very affordable at 166,700 credits. Really good stats overall as well. All-wheel drive train with over 400 horsepower, 317 pounds of torque, and the weight at 34-39. But we do have some breathing points to use. So we're going to go ahead and put some parts into the car and make this car a real threat at Tokyo Expressway. Let's now head over to delivery. Now if you guys want to follow me in the game, that way if you do see my liveries in the race, you can just simply follow me in the game. For delivery that I have is actually a custom livery that I made yesterday. It's going to be, well, like entitled JDM 600. Just mainly search either my profile Jeffrey GT7 or Tokyo 600 and you should be able to easily find it. Now let's say if you do not want the car livery itself, that's totally fine, it's up to you. But if you would rather have the parts, then no problem. I'll go ahead and share with you that right now. Starting off with the wheels, just leave them the way they are. So that's pretty simple right there. After you get done with the wheels, we're going to move over to the custom parts. For the front bumper, it's going to be type A. This side is going to be type A as well, and the wing is going to be custom wing set, and that's literally it for the parts you need from car customization. And you can see there's no roll cage, so therefore that's going to be it for your parts from car customization. Moving now to the build itself. As we look at the sheet, it's pretty simple. We got ourselves sport hard tires, fully customized diff, torque differential as well, 30 for the front downforce, 240 for the back, fully customized manual transmission at 320. And then at the back of the list, we got high RPM turbocharger, racing intercooler, racing brake system, and brake pads. And all the parts you can see on the far right is what you can get at the tune shop. And that's going to be it for the parts for your tune. Let's now head over to track. And the question is going to be, how good is this car? Well, like I mentioned before in the episode, this car, in my opinion, is the strongest as it is currently right now in the game. So this car is going to be very quick off the start of the finish line. As you can see, we're easily picking up spots left and right. As we had the tunnel, we're going to be looking into the top 10, and we're not even finished yet. We are still going ballistically quick. We are going to be in the top 5, or right at the top 5, once we get to our first corner. And since we got our side and brakes, we're going to send it in the first corner, but we're going to back off a little bit. We're going to find ourselves in a very good position to get to the top 5 a lot sooner than we're accustomed to, and the handling on this car is really good. Made some contact with the old Impreza, but we're going to keep going. We're in the top 5. We'll make an easy move for 4th place for the GTR, and we're going to make another easy move on the Supra. And this car, it just really grips this track very well. I mean, you can just literally get back on the power. The car has no signs of either tightness or looseness. It just is planted and just sticks to the track very well. And you can see we're in 3rd place, and we're a lot closer to both the race leader and the guy in second place. So this is a very great start for us in this race. This is probably the best start that I've actually have ever had with a car from Brand Central, apart from the Aston Martin DB100 VG. But for this to be an original car you can easily grab and pick up from the dealership, this car is showing some big promises right off the bat. So as we get down to the hill, to the hairpin, we're going to get ourselves a great launch and some really good momentum out of the hill, as we're going to be side by side heading to the hairpin. Possibly we're going to actually send it to the corner. We actually go a bit deep. We're going to be so close to the RX-7. We actually do make a little bit of contact, but we're still good. As we exit the hairpin, we're going to get ourselves a good launch out of that corner as well. And now we are within potentially striking distance once we get to the main straightaway for our first lap. Very excellent quick first lap. And you can see we're actually getting closer and closer to the leader. We actually can see the leader's HUD right now, getting that nice toe and slipstream as we get the first lap, 2:16.1. Very ballistic, and immediately after getting done the first lap, get ourselves the race lead, and from that point we just basically just run away with it. Fast forward to lap number 6. It's going to be our hot lap for this race. I really encourage you guys to watch this hot lap. And as you guys can see in the far right, we have been putting some pretty quick lap times around the 2:05 range. So this car really showing some very good race pace overall. So I really encourage you guys to watch this clip, and then I'll see you guys when we get to our pit stop. Fast forward to lap number 7, it's going to be our scheduled pit stop, and all I'll be doing here is just adding fuel to the car. The tires are in excellent shape, which is actually surprising to see of how fast we've been going this track. The car just feels really, really good. Really great tire wear as well. We're going to go ahead and refill our car up to that little white dot you see on the screen right there. We're going to bypass it just a little bit, give us a little bit of a breathing room, and that's literally going to be it for our official run for Tokyo Expressway. So this car, very dominant, very smooth and easy to drive, and it just has great pace as well, and it's very simple, easy drive overall. As we get done with this race, it's going to be a new blistering personal best of a 25:44 for this car. So very quick, way quicker than it ever has been in this whole entire franchise history. So again, 25:44 for our total time. We did hit at 2:04.6, which is rocket speed at this track, and trust me, this car is a beast in this track. Got ourselves that clearance bonus, and it's going to be it for our first run. Now for our second build, we're going to be at the Mitsubishi GTO. You can find this car at the used car dealership. There it is right there. It should be in the middle of the list, top right column. And let's say if you're curious on what the stats are for the car, I'll be more than glad to share it with you. Just make sure you have well close to 1 million credits. That's what I recommend getting before you actually do go ahead through this plan of purchasing both the car and the swap for the car. So that's how you find the car at the used car dealership. Now let's go ahead and switch over to GT Auto. And as you guys can see, we're going to go ahead and actually focus on the engine swap. So as we check out the swaps, we're going to be going on the one on the far left, which is going to be the Escudo. Now we did cover the one on the right the episode prior, but our main focus is the one on the far left, the Escudo. It's going to cost you close to 1 million credits, so that's why I recommend getting over 1 million credits before you actually go with this plan. Now, let's say if you're not level 50 just yet in the game, which is a benefit of being level 50 is being able to purchase ultimate parts and swaps like these for certain cars. And you can see this swap basically brings this car to life. A lot of horsepower is put into this car, so there's a lot of torque. The weight to power ratio drops dramatically as well. But let's say if you just want to be in the action and you're not yet level 50 just yet, but you still want to figure out how can you actually be in this without being able to buy a swap. Well, that's a good question. Just go back to your house, your garage, go to the tuning parts right here, and usually you can see right here, this is where you get all your engines in the game. Now you can win them by either by 4-star tickets, by random, by choice, or you're guaranteed to win an engine if you have a 6-star engine ticket, which sometimes does show up in the weekly challenges or in the extra menu books. So for example, we're going to put this one right here. Now, if this was compatible, the color will be lit up and there'll be a top right corner compatible. If you would have seen that, say yes twice and you get yourself a free engine swap if that was the case. But fortunately, I don't have the engine swap, but hopefully you do have it. That way you'll be able to participate in that. So here's the livery I'll be using for this car. One thing I did forget to mention is make sure you have that car set to wide. If not, this is not going to work. So make sure you go ahead and actually add the white body to the car as well. Those are the hashtags if you want to start the delivery yourself. If you want the parts, then here they are right here. Start off with the Inkel Sport tires, as we're going to show you a more proper way. Here we go. Inkel tires. It's going to be the Sport RC74. Make sure it's set to wide and wide, 20-inch for the diameter, and that's going to be it for the wheel settings. After you get that into the car, we're then are going to focus on the custom parts like the front bumper, the side, the rear, and the wing. So let's go ahead and back out of this menu, and let's go ahead and go and focus on to the custom parts real quick. So for the custom parts, the front is going to be type A. After you get that equipped, the side is going to be type A as well. The rear type A, and finish off with the wing. It's going to be custom wing set. And we got ourselves a roll cage type C, and that's going to be it for your parts from Car Customization. Now, after you get everything all together, let's now check out the build for this car. Just like it was with the first build, sport tires, fully customized diff, full torque differential as well. The front downforce is at 88, the rear is 245 with 1 ballast, 100 for the ECU and 87 for the power restrictor. Fully customized manual transmission is at 300, but here is the list of the transmission. So if you want to go ahead and just pause the episode, which I really recommend doing, because this is going to help you a lot in the race, trust me, because of how the transmission is on the Escudo. And then for the last part of the list, you can see here we got ourselves increased bike density, and that is potentially it for the whole entire list for this build. So a little bit more complex than the Audi R8, but trust me, this car is going to be just as good as the Audi R8 when we get started with this race. So as we get started with this race, we're going to be full of map 1, just like we did in the first race, and this car is going to have a little bit of a slow pickup because of back acceleration, but once you get into 4th gear, 5th gear, 6th gear, this car is going to be a rocket. Well, it's actually a 5-speed, but you get what I'm saying. This car has amazingly powerful top speed. I mean, we're talking about 220 plus for the top speed. I mean, it's incredible to see how quick this car is. Now, we got ourselves a stock brake, so you do have to brake a bit earlier than the competition, but because of the momentum you have from the car itself, you should be within the same lengths as everybody else. If not, you should be a bit quicker. And crucially, which gear you're at is going to be pretty crucial in this race too, because if you are geared too high, the RPMs are going to be pretty much dead. They won't generate any power. So you gotta make sure you're at the right gear at the right turn in order for you to really maximize the power and the RPMs in that turbocharger. So as we get through the first overpass, we're just like we were in the first race, P3. halfway through the first lap, and we got our insights both P2 and P1. So a very good first start for us again in this race. The car's handling is actually pretty good. I would say it is probably a bit easier to drive than the Audi R8, maybe. It does have a little bit more front downforce, and you will be able to notice it whenever you're driving either on the wheel or on the controller. Should be a little bit easier despite having the little bit of the speed lag from the transmission issues. But as we go down the hill, we're going to get ourselves quite a good burst of speed. Heading to the hairpin, we're actually getting closer and closer to the RX-7. This hairpin right here is going to be crucial. I would recommend being in gear number 1 at all times. And you just got to play with the throttle a little bit. Once you do see the blue flashing, go ahead and switch to gear 2. And from that point on, it's going to be full throttle at the begin and the finish of the finish line. This car, like I said before, it has a ton of speed. So for example, as we head to the tunnel, we're going to be at 166 miles per hour. As we get down the first lap, you can see that the speed is still climbing very quickly. We're going to be at 218.1, which is pretty good for a first lap. Not as good as the Audi, but as you can see, the speed is really, really good in this car. We're going to actually easily bypass the Honda and get ourselves a lead, cracking in the low 220s, which is amazing. Fast forward to lap number 8. It's going to be our hot lap for the race as well. And just like we did in the first race, we actually did begin to run very fast lap times. Sorry, hitting 205s, but this is going to be our fast lap of the race. So I'm going to let you guys watch this clip, and then I'll see you guys when we get to the pit stop. So here we are on lap number 9 for our scheduled pit stop. Now for this particular pit stop, I'm actually going to change tires and add fuel to the car. Changing tires is a huge necessity, especially when later in the race when the tires do begin to wear out. You will easily begin to know that the grip isn't there anymore. So I would recommend go ahead and change some tires, go ahead and add enough fuel to get you enough for the rest of the race, and you should be good to go. So as we get done with this race, another huge improvement with this build as well. It's going to be a very blistering 25.45 overall, so just almost as quick with the Audi R8. I did mess up on the last lap, so we potentially could have ran identical lap overall total times, but very successful quick build if you want to use this engine package over in Tokyo Expressway using the GTO twin turbo. So yeah, 2 great builds overall. Got ourselves another clean race bonus, and that's going to be it for the episode. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. A lot of fun covering both the Audi R8 and the part 2 of the GTO twin turbo, and it was a lot of fun. So 2 very great successful cars you can use at Tokyo Expressway, and hopefully those both builds will be a big help to you. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, why not go ahead and leave a like. If you guys would like to see my other social media outlets. There they all are if you want to check them out as well. And if you enjoyed today's episode, like to see some more of my content later down the road, why not go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well. And if you'd like to check out the last episode, which I did covered on how to make your own personal NASCAR league or series personally, you can also check out that episode right there as well. And with that being said, hopefully you guys have a great rest of the day or night, wherever it might be. And I'll see you guys later, and take care.